Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Dr. Collins D. Cowboy Dennis. Listen, I have the great pleasure to introduce one of my patients that came in here and she just changed our whole entire world. She's the beautiful Gwendolyn Williams. She is from the islands. She also comes in sometimes and brings Dr. Collins some food. So we want to welcome you to one of my shows, one of my podcasts. Um, hey, good morning. What's going on? How you doing?
Wonderful.
That's what's up. I want people to understand who you are and where you're from. One, you're from the islands. What part?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and
Yeah.
Tobago. Do you ever go to those island shows? And have you been to the actual Trinidad the festivals, the
The
carnivals?
carnival, yes.
Do you still go?
Mm, somewhat so.
Have you ever, because sometimes on those carnivals you wear those nice little type of
Costumes? No,
costumes.
I never wear them.
You ain't never worn them costumes?
My daughter did.
Your daughter did?
Yeah.
Watch those costumes. Those costumes are crazy. So listen, you came to my practice. I want to first talk about who you are and why'd you come to us and why'd you come to me. You came maybe a couple of years. It's been about 2 years, hasn't it? Close
Yes.
to about a little over a year?
About 2 years,
About
yeah.
2 years. So why us? Why'd you choose Dr. Collins?
Well, I had a problem with my mouth. And I went to different dentists. And one of them told me, I have no bone and I cannot get implants. So, he sent me out of the office really sad. I went to another dentist, did not like him. So I went to another one, and he told me
You're going all over the place.
they was just charging too much money.
Okay.
Because they tell me I have to do this kind of surgery and that kind of surgery to
Right.
make sure that the implant fit in place.
Right, right.
Then I went to another dentist.
That's 5, y'all.
Yeah, I
What you
keep
got?
searching. I was searching. I was really searching. And the same thing. So I find Dr. Collins online, and people had very good review about you.
Okay,
So I said, I'm going to try him next.
okay.
So I came in here. You examined my mouth and everything, and you told me that it could be done. So here I am today. You make it happen.
And I'll tell you what was so crazy. Now, we did several implants on you. We had to have you kind of walk around with no teeth for a few months,
A long
a
time.
long time.
Yes.
And that's not normal. But what happens sometimes, especially when you don't have a lot of bone, you want to make sure that the implants are solid into the bone, right? And so sometimes you can't attach it. Most times we can do things the same day, right? Meaning that we place implants in, and all of a sudden the patient comes back in. They leave by noon or that afternoon with a whole smile. And your case was a little different. You didn't have a lot of bone. And I want to appreciate the fact that you didn't go just crazy and ham. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you literally didn't have a lot of bone. Yes, we placed those implants in, and you went around for a while without any teeth at all on top. Now,
Yes.
how did that make you feel?
Well, at the time it was COVID. So
So the mask helps. The mask
yes,
helps,
the
right,
mask helped a
right.
whole lot. So
Okay.
it didn't really bother me that much because I was very confident in what you was doing.
Right. Okay.
And I know
okay.
you wanted it to be right. So whatever you say, I have to go with it.
Well, now you've been married for how long?
43 years.
43 years. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into how you stay married for 43 years, because some of us, it's hard to stay married a year. So 43 years, we want to understand that. But you got married for 43 years, and how did your husband actually? What was he saying about you not having any teeth?
My husband is a wonderful guy. He's very supportive, and he know what I wanted. So he support me 100% with it.
All right. So now you came in, we put implants in, we put your smile in. How do you like your smile?
Oh, do you want me to smile? I could smile and smile. I could eat whatever I want. I could eat steak, nuts, anything with this implant. It
Right.
feels like my teeth I get compliments all the time.
Awesome.
People think it's my beautiful teeth, but
They are.
unless
You
I
paid for it.
said it's implant.
Right.
And then I introduce Dr. Collins' office.
Well, I appreciate your. I surely appreciate your help on that end. We love what we do. It's for me. It's amazing to work on God's people. You know what I mean? This is a blessing from God for me. I don't take it lightly at all. I'm always at a lot of courses just to learn more and more about not only how to place certain different things, implants. I've been doing this since 2001, but also how to correlate the body and the tooth, and how all those things are together, right? So I love what I do. So I really appreciate you referring patients to me. Now,
Yes.
so you got the smile, everything looks nice. You're able to eat and those things. Uh, um, do you ever at all sometimes? I guess my question would be more so, what happened? How did all these things happen to you where you needed implants?
Well, first of all, I had gingivitis,
Okay.
and my own teeth was damaging my gums.
Okay.
My own teeth was like eating away my gums.
Okay.
So I decided to take it out.
Okay.
And that's when I start searching, for a good doctor to do a good job.
Now, did you have dentures before? You had partial dentures, or did you have? I can't remember. Did you have a full mouth of teeth, or did you have complete dentures at the time?
I had a full mouth of teeth. It's only the upper.
Right.
The lower is mine,
Right.
but only the upper
Right.
you did.
Right. Right. Right.
The dentures, I don't like dentures.
Right.
Dentures, you cannot eat steak.
No, you cannot eat steak. And so what we did on top, we did a procedure where we placed several implants, and once we place those implants, we do I call it cosmetic crowns that's attached to the implants. She has on lower natural teeth, but on the lower natural teeth, we did some cosmetic crowns, really the same crowns that we did on top. We did it on the bottom to blend and to match.
Yeah.
So she still has her natural teeth on the bottom, but on top she has the implants with the cosmetic crowns.
Yes.
So everything looks attached, it looks nice. So you had some problem. Why? But you've had those issues for a while. Why did you choose that time to start to get it done?
Because I pay a lot of money to have like a bridge done on top,
Yes.
and it dropped loose.
Okay.
With gingivitis,
Okay.
nothing stays in place for long. It makes your teeth drop loose.
Okay.
So I went back to the dentist that I went to for years. They were taking care of me for years. And I look at a picture and I saw that it dropped loose, and on the other side, my teeth dropped loose also. So I said, what is this? And they was like, we could fix it for you, Miss Williams. I said, no. I get like really upset. I said, go ahead and take out all the teeth.
Right.
Take it out.
Right.
They didn't want to do it,
Right.
but I know it's my own teeth was causing the gum, because I do a lot of research and I like to
A lot of research. She does a
I
lot
like to
of research.
read a lot on things. So, and that's how I know is my own teeth was causing the problem.
Right.
And thank God for Dr. Collins, Manville Dental Implant Center saved my smile.
Well, we're so appreciative of that. Now, let me ask you this question. One of the biggest problems that we know of is cost. You know, most patients sometimes feel like they can't afford it. All right. So one of my things I'm asking you, what do you do for a living?
I'm a food specialist for Fort Bend ISD.
Okay. And you're a food specialist and probably do some other things with your husband. But at the end of the day is, you were able to get it done how?
Support from my wonderful husband.
Right.
And when coming to his smile, there's no really price on it.
Okay. And you were able to get financing as well? Or did you do finance? Or did you
I did do financing, yeah.
So there's abilities, and that's what I want patients to understand, that a lot of times you don't know. I have patients all the time, the first thing they ask is, man, that's a car note, right? And
It is.
And I'm like, well, you mean the thing that you eat with, the thing that you talk with, It's not more important than that car stand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't masticate your food, if you can't chew your food, then you have to do what? Swallow it, right? And so at the end of the day, if you're swallowing your food, then that becomes a gastro issue, right?
Another
It becomes
problem. Yeah.
other health issues. So you have to be able to chew your food. So it's more important than this beautiful smile that you have. It's also the fact that the first thing you said is, I can now eat my what? My food,
My steak.
my steaks, and do those things. Well, awesome. Now, so we got you smiling good, and now you're doing your thing, and I appreciate you. Now I want to ask you a question now. You said 40 years,
43 years.
43 years.
Yeah. It
How
will
did
be
you-
44 years this year.
It'll be 44 years this year.
Yeah.
You have, how many children do you guys have?
I have 3 children, 5 wonderful grandchildren, and 2 more on the way.
And they all live in the States, yes?
They live in the States, yes. They live in Houston, yeah.
So what would you tell people, these ladies out here, how you and your husband do 40 years? That's a listen,
Respect.
respect.
You got to respect each other. And both of you all always have to come to compatible with each other.
And a lot of times we feel that we hear that, especially coming from the islands, right? We hear that sometimes, you know, and don't kill me for saying this. They say sometimes marrying a Western woman, a woman from the States, versus marrying a woman from the islands, sometimes could be a little more difficult marrying someone here. Women in the islands sometimes feel, from my understanding, and I'm not sure, and I'm asking you this, they're a little more, not say submissive, but they understand the roles of the man and the roles of a woman.
And you're so correct.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Yes. And so one of the things you understand is how to be the woman for him, and what role would you think that would be? What do you play in making sure that he's good?
Take very good care of him, just like how he take very good care of me.
And
It's not a one side.
right.
It's not a one side role. It takes 2 hands to clap. I give 100% and more, and he gave 100% and more.
I find that sometimes
There's no boss in the marriage.
Okay.
There's no one who, oh, she wear the pants, or she control everything. No, it's not like that.
right.
You understand each other, you know what each other like, and you try to comply with that.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to start doing this show is because, yes, I want to be able to change lives. God has blessed me to be able to do that. But I also wanted to get into the heart of my patients. I wanted to be able to talk to my patients about, you know, things that not only, again, the smile itself, but life stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, things that someone can look at and listen to. Like you've been married 40-something years. You have the understanding and the knowledge of things that other folks don't have. You know what I'm saying? Not only how to be married for that period of time, what your expectations are.
Well, it's also God in the marriage also. If you don't have God in your marriage, you have nothing. You have to put God first in whatever you do.
Absolutely. Question I usually ask: if you had, and I saw this on Instagram the other day, and it talked about if you had your husband came home and there was food enough for who's getting fed first? Would it be your children or your husband? When he comes home, would the children be fed first or would the husband be
Oh,
fed
that's a
first?
great answer. A great question you asked. My husband.
Absolutely.
He's the one.
How many women saying that?
He's a king of the home. And when he come home, I lay his food like a king.
Stop it. We'll talk
I'm
about that.
telling
'Cause I
you.
need somebody to hear that.
I'm telling you, I don't put all his food together.
Yeah.
I lay his rice and whatever beans I'm cooking
Yes.
on the rice.
Yes.
His meat is separate. His salad is separate. Everything is separate. I treat my husband like a king, just like how he treat me like his black queen.
But the thing is, you're coming at him and you're showing him the things that he needs. So when he comes home, it's not all about the drama. It's not all about it's I'm coming home to peace. Is that somewhat, because I've been to your house once and I'll tell you it just felt like it was just comfortable. It didn't feel like, you know, it was y'all had just got through arguing and fighting for something that's not even that serious.
For what? My husband is a very hard worker. Why wouldn't I, treat him the way he deserves to be treated?
What advice would you give some of these young women now who are searching for, that right one, that husband, that man?
Don't try to be a trophy wife. Cook. Men love to eat.
Yes.
So, number one thing, cook for that man.
Interesting.
Treat him the way he deserves to be treated. Show him a lot of love.
Do you think that in your situation, your daughters did they learn from you and how to treat their dad? And I'm assuming they're married too. Yes.
I talk to my daughters, and their life is their life.
Okay.
Sometimes you cannot compare someone else with someone else's life. So they learn what they learn. My daughter likes to cook, and they cook for their husband.
If, for example, myself being a man and also been married to a lovely woman, um, what advice would you give men on how to treat a woman like yourself?
Mm, give her what she likes.
Okay, I can go there. So you got to figure out what she likes, or you already know what she likes. Are those questions you
You
need to
you
ask?
get to learn what she likes
Okay.
and give her what she likes.
Okay.
Happy wife, happy
Is
life.
that there's a saying that I have, and it goes extraordinary expectations. What do we expect, and what do we consider extraordinary, right? And so one of the reasons why I ask these questions a lot of times, because sometimes it's like in school, right? If you understand and you ask your, let's say your teacher, what do you expect from me? If you understand what someone expects from me, you know what's considered extraordinary. If I know what my teacher expects from me, if she asks me to do certain different things, and she likes to do, wants you to come in and do some school homework, do homework, extra work after school, where I know how to do that plus more. And so sometimes when people ask, and the reason why, sometimes people ask, a husband may say, well, at least I don't cheat on you, right? And he'll consider that as being extraordinary. When in actuality, it's what? Expected. So sometimes you need to understand those questions and what is extraordinary and what's considered expected, and then what's considered what extraordinary because of it. So I would ask you, in your relationship, what do you expect from your spouse?
What I expect from my spouse, yes, woman wants a man to be faithful.
Right.
A woman wants to feel love. A woman wants to feel like her husband will always be there for her.
Got you. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to put that. Well, I want to tell you this has been, very awesome for me. I've learned some things about who you are, as far as at least how I should be for my wife, right? And hopefully my wife can see this interview and also understand what her needs are to be for me. We thank you so much for allowing me to be your dentist, your provider. We thank you for of course, all the referrals that you're doing for us. We so appreciate it. You're like family to us, right? When you come
I
in,
feel like family, yes.
and we'll appreciate it. I mean, you're probably one of the only ones that can actually go and just walk through my practice.
I feel like
Yeah,
family. The staff is very wonderful. Everybody's friendly.
right.
And hi, Miss Williams. Actually, I feel like a celebrity when I come here.
And you are, and you are. We're gonna take some good photos of you. One of the things that we're gonna be doing for our patients like yourself is taking photos, and we'll put it on the wall here. I call it the wall of honor, but then also give you something that you can give back to your put it in your wall at home. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for this interview. We so appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. We had fun. This is
Yes,
this is this is great.
I
High five.
enjoyed. I
Oh,
always,
thank you so
I
much.
always enjoy Dr. Collins. He's a fun guy.
Well, listen, if you want to reach this man, our number is I have two locations. One is Manville Dental and Implant Center. The other is Rosenberg Dental and Implant Center. Our number to reach both is 361D Cowboy. D as in dog, cowboy. You can reach me there. We also are going to be doing this on YouTube and Instagram, and I think the other one's going to be TikTok. But YouTube, hit the channel for us, like the channel, so we can keep doing what we do. Hey man, God bless you guys. Stay blessed. Say God bless. And you know I end this root to the cues, right?